a seat on your yoga block or towel. And we're just gonna take 5 big deep breaths here. We want to get into our zone. There may be stressors and everything else going on outside, but for now, we're just gonna take a few minutes to concentrate, some big deep breaths, and bring us into the place that we are currently. So go ahead and give your knees a nice big hug. And as you inhale, big inhale, feel that nice stretch through your upper back. Slowly exhale. Two more. Last one. Inhale. Big exhale. All right, so go ahead and grab your kettlebell. We're going to take it behind our back here, okay? Let that bell press your shoulder blades down, pull them back. So we're not leaning forward or leaning back. We want to come up nice and tall. Okay, so the weight of that bell is adding some tension here. Go ahead and squeeze your glutes, squeeze your quads, get everything nice and tight except for our necks. And we are going to do neck rolls. 10, nice and slow. Okay, we're gonna go 10 to the right first. Lead with your eyes, so look the direction that you're going. 4, 5. If you've lost any of that tension anywhere, go ahead and gain it back. So squeeze your glutes, squeeze your quads, keep your core tight. Got 3 more this direction. Really look with your eyes like you're reaching each way with your eyes. Okay, and go ahead and switch. So look left first, look up, look right, down. Find that range of motion within your neck while holding tension everywhere else. Let's do 5 more. 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10. Okay, go ahead and put your bell down. So any one of these positions you can do on your knees. If it bothers you to be on your knees, you can do standing. You can do in some seated positions. So find what works best for you. These tall weighted neck cars are going to be next. And CARS stands for Controlled Articular Rotation, just a fancy name for joint circles. So this time we're going to go ahead, I'm going to stand up to show you some variation. We're going to let that bell pull down on one side, and the other hand, if you have a tennis ball or a ball, otherwise make a fist. So let's work on tension. So let's get tight, pushing those feet in the floor, squeezing our quads, tighten your belly. Your hand is already creating some tension in your upper body. Let's balance it out on the other side. And now we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to look down, tucking our chin as far as we can. And then we're going to take our chin over to our neck. Chin to our ear, and then our ear to our shoulder. Then we're going to look up. And we're going to do the same thing, ear to shoulder. You should feel a nice long stretch here. Chin to shoulder. Tuck the chin down to center. We're going to go 3 each direction. So tuck your chin as far as you can. Okay, chin to shoulder, ear to shoulder, look up, where you're going to turn and do ear to shoulder, giving us that nice long line. You can spend extra second here. Chin to shoulder. Tuck your chin. Come up. We're going to do one more. So go ahead and roll your neck down. Think of one vertebrae at a time in your neck. And then we're going to turn our chin to our shoulder, ear to shoulder, looking up, ear to shoulder. Nice big stretch here. Stay tight. Chin to shoulder, tucking our chin down, and roll up. Now we're going to do 3 the other direction. Okay, so more than likely, as you've gone through this, you've lost a little bit of tension. So let's get it back to 100%. So tension everywhere else except for in your neck. So think of moving one vertebrae at a time, nice and slow. Tuck that chin down, chin to shoulder. I'm sorry, switch sides with your bell first. All right, now let's do the other side. So tuck that chin under, and we are going to go chin to shoulder, ear to shoulder, look up. Then we're going to turn our neck, look over the other shoulder, pull our ear to our shoulder, and down. Okay, let's do 2 more this direction. Lots of tension. Roll your chin down, chin to shoulder, ear to shoulder. Look up towards the sky. Turn your head the other way. Pull your ear towards your shoulder. Spend a second there. Roll your chin down and roll up. One more. Nice and slow. Here we go. Last time this direction. Look up. Turn your head. Pull that ear down towards your shoulder. You're feeling a good stretch here while keeping tension in the rest of your body. Back to center and roll up. Nice job, guys. All right, go ahead. Set everything down. We are going to come down onto the ground. And if you have a yoga block or maybe even your towel, kind of roll it up. We want something we can give a really big hug to create a lot of tension. All right, so go ahead and come down onto your backs. We are going to lie down with our feet pressed into the floor. Okay, and then we are going to squeeze this block against our chest. And think of your segmented cat-camel, so moving one spine, one vertebrae at a time. Start with your chin, and I want you to roll up as far as you can, hold up at the top, and then roll down nice and slowly. Your chin should be the last thing to release. Good. Go ahead, tuck your chin back under. Pull one vertebrae at a time up and off the floor, creating lots of tension by squeezing that yoga block, and then roll all the way back down. Big deep breath. Let's do it one more time. Tuck your chin. Roll all the way up as high as you can, and then roll all the way back down. Nice job, guys. All right, let's shake loose, get rid of some of that tension for a quick sec. Anytime in any of these positions, if you feel like that tension is just all that you can handle, like stand up, shake out. You might get a cramp in a certain spot if you're creating a ton of tension. Feel free to do that as well. Now we are going to go back into that same position, and we are going to do some cars for the T-spine. So the T-spine being your thoracic spine, the upper part of your back. Okay, so go ahead and squeeze your yoga block tight. And so the first one is rolling all the way up, and then we're going to go ahead and turn. So we're going to bring our elbows towards the ground, okay? And then we're going to rotate. We're going to try to pull our ribs towards our hips, back to center, and roll all the way back down. Okay, we're going to do 5 each direction, nice and slow. So let's go towards the left. So take and roll up as far as you can. Pull those elbows to the side. Bring your ribs, trying to touch your hips, back to center, and roll all the way back down. Okay, we have 4 more. Squeeze that block tight, plant your feet in the floor, roll up, We're going to twist, side bend, center, and roll down. All right, go ahead, roll up, twist, bend, center, and roll ourselves back down. Make sure you're breathing. Focusing on your spine, finding those end ranges of motion while staying nice and tight. Here we go, roll all the way up, twist, bend, center, roll down, to the left, roll up, twist, bend, center, roll down. We got one more each direction. Come back to center before you go back down. And roll down. Nice job. Woo! That starts to feel like some ab exercises. All right, guys, so let's add a little bit to that. We are going to do some easy rolls. So we are going to start by laying down once again onto our backs, and we are going to use only our upper bodies. Okay, so make sure you have plenty of space. We're going to roll around a bit. Make sure your bell's not in your way or your blocks. Okay, so as we lay down on our backs, we're going to pretend like our lower body from our hips down is paralyzed. Okay, and the only thing we can use is our upper body. Okay, so we are going to take our arm. Let's go ahead and start with our left arm, and we're going to roll to the right. By reaching, you can use your head and neck, and you're trying to pull, but remember that lower body is loose, have no control over it whatsoever, and then we're going to pull back. Nice loose upper body. Make sure you look with your head and your eyes. So go ahead and lift with your head, look and reach only with that upper body. And then once again on the way back, reach back behind ourselves, look with your head. Okay. If you are having difficulties, you can add a yoga block or your rolled up towel on that one side to sort of elevate you so you don't have quite as far to go. So you would reach up and roll back, allowing ourselves a little bit more or less range of motion here. Okay, so now let's go ahead and do 3 to the roll to the left. Use our right arm. We're going to reach, look with our heads. Lower body is loose, paralyzed, no tension there whatsoever. Only our upper body is doing the work. Reach, look, to roll yourself back, and then reach with your arm. Look the direction that you're rolling. Got one more here. And go ahead and show you what that block or towel. So use this to sort of elevate you, to start you from that elevated position. If you put it near the small of your back, and then we're going to reach with our arms, almost like we're getting a little bit of a head start, and then on the way back, reach, and come back to your back. All right, so same thing this time. Now we are going to do 3 with our legs, each leg. Our upper body is loose, paralyzed, not moving. We're going to use our legs to help us roll. Okay, so you're going to start with your leg up. You can be slightly bent. We want to reach, okay? And then same thing on the way back. Lift up that leg and reach back behind you. Okay, flopping over with your upper body. Reach with the leg. Extend. Reach back behind you. So roll back. One more this direction. Reach with that foot. And reach again. Back. It's not easy. All right, we're gonna go the other way. Scooch back into place. All right, so reach with that leg, bent or straight, whatever works for you. And then reach and pull back. Remember, you can kind of look with your head, your neck. We're gonna reach and roll over. Back, reach, reach, reach. Ugh. Okay, we got one more here. Reach and roll. And last time on the way back, pull with your leg. Nice job. All right. Go ahead, let's shake it out. Stand up. All right, we're gonna need your kettlebell again. So go ahead and get that. And if you have something where you'd like to elevate, like step up with on your feet to offer a little bit more of a deficit on the way down, you can do that as well. If you want to go grab something. So this one here, we're going to do a Jefferson curl. And we are going to think of curling one vertebrae at a time. We're going to add the bell for some weight. Okay? So let's go ahead and start up at the top. Remember, your bell shouldn't be insanely heavy. Please don't pick up your deadlift bell and expect to do a Jefferson curl. So tuck your chin under. Our legs are going to stay straight, but we're slowly, slowly, slowly curling down one vertebrae at a time till we get as low as we can. And again, if you are standing up on something with your feet, you might be able to get a little bit lower. Okay, we are going to do 10 here. Let that bell slowly roll down your vertebrae. Legs locked out, lots of tension. And roll up. Roll back down. Good. Roll all the way up. Okay, remember tucking our chin first. Tuck your chin. And we're rolling. Reaching to the floor with our bell. And rolling up. Tuck your chin. One vertebrae at a time. And up. Okay, we have 4 more. Remember, lock out your legs and think of curling. Chin first, curl, 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 all the way down. And slow on the way up. Tuck that chin. Squeeze those legs. All the way down. And up. If you are stepping up on something and you want to sink down as low as you can at the bottom of these last few, you got one more, you can kind of hold that bottom position. Curl all the way down. Even spend a second here. And then roll all the way up. All right. Nice job. Whew, lots and lots of tension here, yeah. Okay. So now we are going to get into a quadruped position. Okay, so on your hands and knees, fancy word for hands and knees. And now we are going to be doing this torso rotation. So I want you to think of your spine. If there was a rod going all the way from your head down to your tailbone, that rod is staying exactly where it is, and our torso is rotating around that rod. Okay? So come down onto hands and knees. Okay? And from here, we are going to take one arm, bend at the elbow. Okay? We're going to pull that shoulder blade back. Remember, nice and tall from your head to your tailbone. And then we are going to pull and reach as far as we can. Okay, and back down. Okay, so pull that shoulder blade down away from your ears. Pull with your elbow. Look. So we're going to breathe in the side that we're going. And exhale through the opposite side. Oop, class is up. Let's go ahead and do that one more time on that side, and then we will switch sides and do the same thing on the other side. Okay, I'm going to turn around. I'm going to take your left hand, bend at the elbow, place it about the small of your back. Your other hand about the center of your body, so you have a little bit of balance here. Nice and tall from your head to your tailbone. We're going to pull that shoulder blade away from our ear. We are going to try to pull our elbow back behind ourselves, rotating. Breathe in the direction you're going. And breathe out through the other side. Okay, come back down. Reset. Breathe in. And as you exhale, exhaling through the right side. Let's do it one more time. Okay, set. Pull your elbow back. Rotating against that spine. Breathe in through your left side. And exhale through your right. All right, guys, we are going to spend the last 2 minutes here in a pretzel position. Okay, so we're going to spend 1 minute on each side. I really want you to get comfortable here. If you need your yoga blocks or towels, have them nearby. There's a couple different places, depending on your mobility, where you might want to place them. Okay, so we are going to do 1 minute on, let's call this the left side. We're going to pull that left knee over. So the left knee here in front, you're going to place your opposite hand on your knee. Okay, if you need a yoga block underneath this left knee, go ahead and do so. So opposite hand on opposite knee, and then your other arm is going to reach back for that back foot. Okay, so you're in what we call a pretzel or a pretzel position. Okay, if you don't need that yoga block under the knee, and you can keep that knee pressed to the floor the entire time, this opposite shoulder. So our left shoulder, we're trying to press into the ground. As you inhale, hold the shoulder where it is. Exhale, press down a little bit lower. Inhale. Listen to your breath. As you inhale, make sure that shoulder is not coming up any higher. You can look towards your left. The idea here is we're trying to press that shoulder into the floor. Getting a nice, gentle stretch in our back. If your head is still up off the ground, you can add a yoga block under your neck. So we don't want any tension up through our neck. So if you need a spot for your head to rest, you can do that as well. So you can have one yoga block under your knee and one under your head if need be. If not, we're just trying to get that shoulder pressed into the floor. Let's go ahead and do 3 more big inhales. Exhale, really try to press that shoulder down into the ground. Last one. Nice job. Go ahead and slowly come back up and out of it. Okay, so we're going to switch sides. So remember, our right knee is going to come across. Actually, going to face you guys. Don't get confused. Right knee is going to come up across our body here. Okay, and our opposite hand is on that knee. Let's go back a bit. Opposite hand on the knee. We are going to reach with our other hand towards our foot. If you can, grab it, great. If not, just keep reaching that direction. And then we're going to slowly sink into the pretzel on this side. Remember, as you inhale, hold your shoulder where it is. Exhale. Try to press your shoulder down a little bit lower to the ground. Inhale. Big exhale. You might notice some subtle differences between each side, and that's okay. We are just looking for our full range of motion here. Remember, add your yoga blocks where need be. We want this knee that's across our bodies. We want to make sure that knee is pressed into the floor the entire time. And our goal is to get that other shoulder, the opposite shoulder,